How you doing, everyone? It's Kevin. I'm back with another video. We got a couple totes here. We saved them from the garbage. I think we're going to turn these into something usable. I need something to haul my firewood in, to store my firewood in, and I think these totes will be the right thing for it. I got 3 of them. We got 2 of them home. We're going to go ahead and get these put in the garage, and then hopefully this week we can get to cutting them up. So let's get them off the trailer, get them into the garage. Okay, we got our totes in the garage now, so this is a good place to get started. It's going to be getting cold this week, and that's going to give us a good chance to go ahead and get these things set up so we can put wood in them. We're going to be taking all the plastic out of them, and then we're going to be cutting a hole in the side of these so we can get access to the inside of these baskets. So this is pretty good. I think these are going to work out really well for us. Well, it's starting to get cold and we got to get some firewood in. So we're going to get to working on a couple baskets to be able to hold our firewood and maybe even transport, but I'm not sure. It's chilly in the garage. I figure I'd build a fire, try to take the chill off. So let's get to work. Okay, I don't think we have a lot to do to get these baskets ready. Basically got to take this off of it, take some of these other pieces off. We're going to eliminate anything we don't need, and we're going to be cutting an opening in one of these sides. And we'll have to figure that out as we go, which side we want to cut, because it's actually, they're longer than they are wide. So we'll have to figure it out, because you know, if you're reaching in, you don't want to reach back too far. So if it's 4 foot this way and 30 some inches this way, or 39 inches, whatever it is, I would rather reach back in. It doesn't take much when I reach back in the 4 foot. That's pretty far back in there. So we'll just go ahead and get them pulled apart, get everything taken out of them, and then we'll figure out where we want to cut them. Now, believe it or not, you guys probably seen these totes before. This was actually a part of my water storage at my old homestead. My son didn't want it. He didn't want these, so he took them out, and he told me if I wanted them, I can have them back. I can show you a video on that if you want to see it. It'll pop up the top of the page here. How we hooked this up to our gutters and used it as a to water our garden, and we did a lot of stuff with it. We actually even hooked a pressure washer up to these tanks because we had it running down over the hill so far. We had great pressure. So here at the homestead, at the Rusty Rooster, we're going to be burying tanks in the ground for water storage. We're not going to be using nothing on the top. The only issue I had with these when we were using them was they got a lot of algae in them. We tried to cover them. We did a lot of stuff, but they did build up a lot of algae. So let's get to pulling these apart. As you can see, they had a lot of different pieces of plastic. So we're going to get these taken off and see if we can get this big plastic thing out. A lot of these fittings that I put in for the gutter system, I didn't glue them. So they're all still good pieces. We're not going to throw them away because there's going to be a time we're going to need these guys. I'm just going to cut these because we're not going to be using these totes. And I want to keep these metal pieces just in case we need these to support the basket to keep it from spreading when you put the firewood in. You never know if you might need them, so hang on to them until we're done with the project. Now what I'm thinking is maybe I could push this tote that way and lay it on its side and slide it out. Boy, that was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. we got the both baskets. There's not much we have to do to the baskets. Basically, cut a couple holes in them and fill them full of firewood. That's going to be the hardest part, getting them full of firewood. There's always a lot of work doing firewood. I don't care who you are, it's a lot of work doing firewood. It's like using a sawmill. It's a lot of work using a sawmill. It's a lot of work getting firewood. So we're going to get rid of the two plastic things, and then we'll start on the baskets. Okay, I just cleaned up the totes. I cut them up into pieces. Man, the Sawzall worked great on that. So we got us a pile of plastic over there. We're going to go ahead and finish getting the rest of whatever plastic we want off of these baskets. Any extra plastic we don't want on there, it's just going to add weight, and we don't need weight. So now we're just left figuring out what side we want to cut, so we can start stacking wood in them. I'm going to go the long side, the short side reaching in. We're going to cut it, I think, right in here. I think we'll use a Sawzall. Sawzall's already out. I think we'll try it. We'll put a metal blade in there and cut that out. Okay, I think I'm going to leave a little bit of this on here, up to here, down, and this one. And hopefully that'll give it a little bit more support on the corners so they don't kind of spread open. But we're only going to go down to this one right here. We're going to leave 2 rungs on there. We'll see how it is. If we don't like it, we could always cut more out. But right now, I think that's going to be the best thing to do. Noisy. Dang on. Now, one thing we don't want is somebody to come in there, reach in there, and get caught on any of them edges. So we're going to take a grinder and clean them up a little bit so I don't have to worry about getting my jacket or my skin cut on that. I think that actually feels pretty good. I'll rub my hand on it. If I feel anything, then I'll grind it some more, but I think that's really good. We're gonna leave that one alone there. You know, I thought maybe to give this tote a little bit of added strength, how about we put these guys back in here, up close to that bar. And we'll still be able to reach in the back. That should help keep a little bit of strength. I mean, even from twisting this way. So we're going to go ahead and screw these bad boys right back into place. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. We'll still be able to get our firewood in there. We'll probably be covering these up with a tarp for the winter as we're using them. So this will be nice to help hold the tarp up too. You know what I should do? I should turn them over, huh? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn them over. That way this will hold the tarp up. Or help hold the tarp up anyhow. Let's see if they'll work that way. I'm sure they will. Oh yeah. I like them better that way. I think that tote right there is ready for firewood. We're not going to do anything else to it, just move it out of the way and get the other one done the same way. Man, I think that looks pretty good. I think that's going to work out for us. Check it out. Nice strong basket for firewood. Alright, our two totes are ready to go. We have one more yet we haven't got back yet, but we do have one more of these. But we're going to go ahead and start filling these two up. Well, yesterday we went and filled one of the baskets up, and the little tractor, the BX 2301, wouldn't pick it up. We just took the log splitter right in the woods, put the basket out there on the tractor, and I tried to lift it when it was half full. When it lifted it pretty good, or 3/4, it did okay, but when I filled it up, it wouldn't pick it up. So I had my neighbor Ricky move it over here with the McCormick tractor, and it moved it pretty easy. But now I need to get this basket in between the two sheds here, and so I'm going to have to unload some of this to get it moved over there with my tractor. And his tractor wouldn't have got it in there anyhow, because his tractor's much bigger than mine. But we're going to be unloading some of this, putting it in the other one, get it light enough to where we could get it in there, and then finish filling them up. But I'll tell you, they sure did work out nice. And they're nice and strong. They're sturdy. they seem to work pretty good. So I got to get to unloading this thing. A lot of this wood we can take inside and stack in our ring in there. So we're going to go ahead and fill it up first. We only got to get enough out of there just so the tractor will lift it. All this wood is locust and red elm, so this is very hard wood and very heavy. This firewood holder is probably one of the best things I built. I really like it because it holds a lot of wood and keeps it all in one little space. I made it more taller than I did wider because we didn't want to take up space. This thing worked out pretty good. It holds a lot of wood. We're really putting a dent in that basket. I'd say that thing would almost hold, I bet it'd almost hold a full basket in this holder right here. But in the garage, this will last me a long time. The wood burner is really efficient, and it doesn't use a lot of wood, so this will actually last a good while when you're in. I think we'll have our basket low enough that we can move it around with the tractor now. I think that's good. One piece for good measure. We'll check out how much we taken out of the tractor, or out of that basket already. So that's what we taken out of the basket, and that was only half of that ring. Wasn't even quite half. I think there was a little less than half. Took that much out of that basket. So if that ring was empty, it'd almost take this full basket. It did come close. So I'm going to get the tractor, and I think we can move that thing now. Okay, so far it seems like these baskets are pretty easy to reach back in there from this direction. The way I cut mine, I cut my opening on the short side, or on the long side, not the short side. Otherwise we'd be reaching back into here. I think it'd be a little further, maybe a little harder to reach, but this one here seems to be working out pretty good. I can lean my body back in there and stack that wood, which is nice. Just trying to fill in all the gaps as much as I can. Alright, I think the totes are going to work out good. We're almost full on this one. We're going to finish splitting that, and we're going to go get another load. Try to get this one finished up today. These things are okay. I think they're really good to stack in. You just have to figure out the way you want to stack them in, because if you go one direction, the logs, if you to stack them in this way and put a row back here this way and a row here, they don't fit. So I put a row here and a row here and then throw them down in the middle, which then I can get a full tote full of wood. So a little tricky stacking them in there, but I think they work out great, and they're going to be able to hold my wood up in one spot. I'll be able to throw a tarp over top of these. I think they're going to work out really well. We're going to do 3 of these, and I'm almost positive they'll hold just over a cord of wood. I think they'll hold at least a good cord, 3 of them. We yet to get the other one set in there, but we'll get it in there, and I think this will do us in the garage. So we'll be able to make them videos for you guys. Nice and warm and toasty this winter. So I would like to tell everyone, thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or a comment if you'd like. Until next time.